Hi, my name is Maxim Dmitriev and today we are going to review ZTP process in Versa Titan solution. Before we begin, if you are new to Versa or you don't have insight of what is Versa Titan, feel free to check Versa website at versa-networks.com/solutions/lean-IT, where you can find a lot of useful information about Titan and learn the best way of how to enable modern secure SD-WAN for lean IT. If you already know Versa Titan benefits, let's go ahead and understand what does ZTP process mean. ZTP stands for Zero Touch Provisioning, and it is an automated way to activate or onboard a new CPE device that will be part of your SD-WAN network. In a legacy environment, new device deployment was very time-intensive and often error-prone. Network administrator has to prepare configurations that should be applied to the CPE device and then do a validation steps to make sure that the new device functioning correctly in the network. This Versa template-based solution configuration management is an automated approach that eliminates human errors and proven to be more mature and time efficient comparing to the legacy approach. Furthermore, leveraging ZTP process, network administrator doesn't need to be involved on site to activate CPE device. This task can be offloaded to any non-IT person with minimal networking knowledge. Versa solution supports multiple ZTP methods to activate new VOS or CPE devices. Global ZTP option. Global ZTP allows you to activate device remotely even without connecting any laptop or mobile end device to it. VOS device activation process begins automatically when it powers on and internet link is connected. It uses the call home feature to automatically connect to a cloud-based Versa staging server. The staging server validates VOS device and redirects it to your target staging controller, which completes the activation process. In classic solution for global ZTP to work, you must provide VOS serial number and the FQDN or IP address of your staging controller to Versa support or use a web portal to fill in this information. With Titan, this process is automated. One requirement is that VOS device should receive the internet IP address via DHCP. Another method is URL-based ZTP. This method allows on-site person to activate VOS device with a single click. On-site support person connects a laptop to the VOS device LAN port or over wireless network for Wi-Fi enabled VOS devices, and then just click on the activation link where he will be redirected to a web page with Activate Device button. Simple click on Activate Device button will complete the activation process automatically. Once the VOS device is activated, on-site person will see validation results that will confirm whether device onboarding is successful or not. In case something unexpected will happen, on-site person will also have a possibility to download activation log report if any errors encountered. This report then can be shared with a network administrator who will be able to validate those errors. Another ZTP method with Versa Titan solution is Bluetooth activation. Versa Titan, being a simplest secure SD-WAN solution on the market, provides an option to download Titan mobile app from Apple Store or Google Play Market, which then, using Bluetooth, will connect your mobile device with VOS device. This way, using a Titan mobile application, on-site person can trigger VOS activation from the mobile device with a simple Activate Device button. It is very similar to URL activation, but it doesn't require to have a laptop connected with VOS device and doesn't need to have an activation URL provided to on-site person. Bluetooth activation method also proves its usability when internet connection is not available at the time of device activation. This is achieved by uploading pre-staging configuration to the device via Bluetooth connection, and once internet is connected, device will automatically connect with Versa target controller. Last ZTP method is a script-based ZTP option for advanced administrators. It is a CLI approach to activate VOS device. However, even with this ZTP method, network administrator will use automated script that will trigger device activation, eliminating hard manual configuration effort. With this ZTP method, network administrator should connect to the management port of the device and execute a script from VOS CLI that will automatically connect VOS device to your SD-WAN network. By the way, those ZTP methods are also applicable with a classic or full stack Versa SD-WAN offering. And this takes us to another logical conclusion when we talk about ZTP and what is that. Everything that we discussed about ZTP in last 5 minutes has one main goal. It is required to activate VOS device in our SD-WAN environment. Hence, any of those ZTP methods are about of how we push pre-staging configuration to our VOS device. Main goal of pre-staging configuration is to make a new VOS device know how to connect to the main post-staging controller in order to get it final configuration, right? So any of ZTP methods we choose will have the same goal. And it is also absolutely right from a technical point of view. All available ZTP methods designed to select a convenient method of how to push pre-staging configuration to your VOS device. Once it is done, doesn't matter which one of those ZTP methods network administrator used, all next steps to finish activation process will be exactly the same. No difference. You can mix different ZTP methods based on resource availability and knowledge they have based on WAN connection type you have at the branch. There is no limitation to that at all. So let's summarize. We have automated way of US activation at the branch, and Versa give you multiple options of ZTP process for your convenience. Once administrator trigger any of activation process, VOS will securely connect to a Versa controller by establishing secure tunnel. When secure tunnel is established, CPE will be validated by Versa head and components. When validation is successful, CPE activation process will begin. VOS device will be programmed with a target configuration and join your secure SD-WAN network. Once again, just to reiterate another benefit here, once ZTP method is completed, because the final configuration is fully constructed from one or more templates, which will eliminate configuration issues during new deployments. Okay, so I hope we have a clearance with the theory. So let's get into a practice and take a look at few examples that are available in Versa Secure SD-WAN solution using Titan Portal. Let's go to our live demo. So I will switch to my Versa Titan portal. Here I'm logged in as Versa Training Academy. This is my organization, and on the bottom I have my licenses. In front of me I have CZ355. So I can deploy this with a global ZTP. So let's take first example with a global ZTP. For my convenience, I'll switch to a map view so I can drag and drop and select a location on the map. So I select my license and drag and drop it to Munich. So my device located here. I can adjust my address information as required. The next thing, serial number. For global ZTP to work, we need on Titan provide a serial number. This is a serial number of my device. Second, what I'll do is I'll give it a device name. I'll call it GZTP um, demo device. Okay, so this will be my device name, and site name will be Munich. Okay. Then next I'll click a deploy. So before we can activate a device, we need to deploy it first. And when I click deploy button, I have options to select my activation method. In this case, I'll select GZTP and I click continue. So device will be deployed, and after it is deployed, we will be able to activate it. Let me switch back the view. So here device is deploying and I can validate on the task list. So my tasks. So here I created a new site called GZTP demo device. And the next task is device deployment on a Titan portal. So what it will do, it will create a device templates automatically based on your predefined default template configuration. Of course, you can adjust it later. So let's wait once device is deployed. And now I see that device is deployed, not active. Let me see tasks and device deploy. Device GZTP demo device deploy. And it is successful. Okay. So now let's go ahead and activate the device because as of now we have a template created for this device, and here I have all configuration from my default template. Before I activate, I can also adjust my security configuration, my network for WAN LAN, Wi-Fi configuration, steering policies, routing, and miscellaneous settings. Okay. So once I'm done with that, I can go ahead and click to activate the device. Let's do that. I click, and this is a simple click button, and everything will take care by the system automatically. You see, device activation will take up to 20 minutes. So device will be upgraded, configuration will be pushed to the device, and device will get connected to the Titan and join your SD-WAN network with this simple click button. Let's wait until device is activated. Okay, so now I see a message device activated. Let's go ahead and check tasks. I see my device activation is successful. We can look at the device status now. For that, we go to a monitor tab and uh, select monitoring dashboard for this device. And I see everything looks okay. My network is connected and device is part of my SD-WAN network. Next step, let's do a review of URL-based ZTP. For URL-based ZTP, I have another device, CHG700. So I'll need first to deploy the device. I'll switch to a map view, and this device also located in Munich. I'll give it a site name and serial number of my CHG700. So this is my serial number, and device name will be URL device demo device. And again, I click on deploy button. In this case, I select activation method as Wi-Fi and continue. So again, device should be deployed first before we can activate it. Okay, so device has been deployed. Let me see task list. Deployment is successful. So now I click to activate and I'm getting a helper screen. So as you can see, once you connect to Wi-Fi, laptop with a Wi-Fi to the device, URL must start with this IP address. If you use a wired connection, you need to adjust your URL IP address accordingly. So in my case, because device is connected to the LAN of the network, so I'll use a custom IP address because this is how I can access my LAN port of the device. So I click to activate, it takes me to the URL activation URL, and what I need to do here is modify my IP address for URL or ZTP for Wi-Fi or LAN. In my case it is a LAN connection. So I paste my LAN IP address of the device. And this takes me to activation page. If you connect your laptop directly to the device, you will have IP address received via DHCP from your LAN port or Wi-Fi port. On the activation screen, I need to click a Start Activation button, and this will activate my device automatically. If something goes wrong, as we said during our presentation, download activation logs is available here. So if something goes wrong, you can download these logs and verify what are the errors. So Now it's checking reachability, validated certificates, and after that it configure device with a pre-staging configuration based on my URL, and then it will check connectivity to my post-staging controller, from which it will get it post-staging final configuration. Let's wait until this finish. So controller connectivity is up now, and director connectivity is also up, and activation completed successfully. Let me go to a Titan portal. So now device will reboot with a new configuration and connect to my SD-WAN environment. Let's wait until this activation process finish. Okay, so device is activated now. Let's see task list. Activation is successful. Let's go ahead and see what is on the monitor. I click on monitoring dashboard and I see everything looks good. Network is up, device is reachable. I hope that was informative for you. Thank you for watching.